Hi, today my group will be giving you suggestions on the revenue cycle and the expenditure cycle of your company. And Xiangyu CHEN will be talking on the revenue cycle, and I'll be talking on the expenditure cycle of the company. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Xiangyu CHEN. Hereby, thanks for company allows me to deal with problems of company's sales order system and the cash collection system. Those problems already detail addressed in my report. However, it's important also necessary to go through them again to emphasize the seriousness of problem that current accounting information system has. In general perspective of current accounting information system, the biggest problem is its past date function that cannot cooperate with the pace of current business environment. This old accounting information system is vulnerable to problems like human manipulation of sales records and the slow inter-department communication process. Current system is widely allowed for human mistakes. Recording is done by human hands. We know that human makes mistakes when they do things manually. Also, each department communicates by delivering those hard copy documents. Communication process is slow and involves possibility of damaging hard copy documents. A new accounting information system with electronic function of input and output, those informations and data that connects departments, it must be implemented in the purpose of reducing human mistakes, possible manipulation, and fast delivering of photocopy of those documents, which will speed up communication process, increase overall operation efficiency of company. The company has no sales representative. Work night shift for customers may call from overseas, from different time zones for the orderings. Those customers are more likely to be profitable customers who demand massive amount of books that the company will receive benefit not only profit but also international reputation. In the cash collection system, separation of duties will help company to account for responsibilities for revenue collection of each payment from customers. Stealing of cash payments or customer check is possible in current accounting information system, and as long as physical access to payments is not restricted, the company will constantly has to deal with those sort of problems. Less stealing means more revenue. Therefore, a double authorization is suggested. Company also can encourage customers to use electronic fund transfer, which is more safety and fast operation can benefit both of company and the customer. Now it's finished my part. Now I will pass to my partner Stephen to further explore problems of company's expenditure cycle. Thank you.
Yep, so hi, I'm Steven, and I'll be talking to you about the purchaser system and the cash disbursement system in the expenditure cycle and the suggestions I have for you. I have 3 suggestions each in the systems, and I'll be talking to you firstly on the purchaser system and later on the cash disbursement system. So the first suggestion I have is to send electronic purchase order to suppliers. Why I think this is so important is because currently by sending hard copy documents to hard copy purchase order to the suppliers, there's a time delay, and considering the size of Jungle Books, considering the growth of Jungle Books in the previous years, there's not a substantial amount of purchase order that needed to be sent each and every day. And currently, there's a problem with stocks out that Jungle Books is facing. And I feel how electronic purchase order can help is by being more timely, and it cuts out on the time needed to prepare so many purchase order. And by sending electronic purchase order, the suppliers can receive this purchase order almost in an instant, and they can start preparing or start the purchase or start processing the order, and which means that Jungle Books can receive the goods in a more timely manner as well. So the second one is to connect computers in different departments into a network. Currently in Jungle Books, the computers in different departments are not networked. And why do I say that this will help a lot? it is because Jungle Books has grown too big to be using hard copy documents, to be sending hard copy documents between departments, and there's a risk of these documents getting lost on the way, and it's inefficient because by the substantial amount of documents that needed to be prepared. Preparing a hard copy document will take a lot more time and effort, and I think just because of the sheer size of the company, connecting computer in different departments to the network, although it may be costly, it will be more. The benefit it brings to the company will actually outweigh the cost. And so the third one here is to check the quantity of goods received. Currently in Jungle Books, there is no indication that goods received from the vendors in the receiving department are being checked for the quantity. And this is a problem because the vendors or the suppliers, whether it was an honest mistake or whether it was on purpose, may send less or fewer goods than what Jungle Books actually paid them for. And another problem with this is that the stock out problem Jungle Books is having, it could be linked to the vendors sending fewer goods than what they actually paid for, because the inventory system will be recording inaccurate amount of goods. And so these are the three suggestions I have for the purchaser system. And in the next slide, I'll be showing you cash disbursement, the suggestion I have in the cash disbursement system. And firstly, I feel that there needs to be two people instead of just one to authorize payment in checks. This is to prevent fraud, to prevent collusion, or rather to reduce the chances of fraud and collusion happening. And the second one is to keep the invoice. Currently in Jungle Books, once the invoice has been used, the company discards this invoice into the bin, and I feel that even though there may not be any more use of these invoices, it should be kept, because once if there is a fraud that happened, this invoice will be able to help in identifying the quantity involved, the persons involved, and it can give a lot of valuable information in checking, in investigating the fraud. And the last and final suggestion I have in the cash disposal system is that separation of duty in recording function and custodial functions. So right now there's only one accounts payable clerk who does this both the function, and this can be this is a poor internal system control, because fraud will happen, and so separation of duty should be implemented, where I would say two different AP clerks, one will be doing the recording function and the other will be doing the custodial functions. And that is all of my suggestions. Thank you.